My name is Jennifer Hutchinson Tracy. I'm the shelter manager for Cumberland County Animal Control. We are going to be hosting a baby shower to raise donations for our upcoming big kitten season on April 8th from 1 to 4 at the animal shelter. The event is actually organized by some volunteers that run our Friends of Cumberland County Shelter Animals Facebook page, and we'll have refreshments and games, and it's an opportunity for people to meet some of our active fosters if you're considering fostering yourself, but primarily we're looking to collect things like kitten milk replacer and snuggle safe discs and things that will help our fosters raise these baby kittens that come into the shelter in such abundance at this time. The cats in particular are seasonal breeders, so we definitely see an upsurge in kittens in the late spring through late fall. And a lot of those kittens are too young for us to properly care for in the shelter. So we rely on foster homes to take these kittens into their homes and keep them healthy and get them to a size where we can place them up for adoption. If we didn't have these options, we just wouldn't be able to care for them at all. The puppies, we've actually seen a downturn in puppies, which I'm not complaining about. I don't know if the trend will hold, but the same thing with puppies. And we also do more events during the spring and fall months, so we utilize fosters a lot to hold or get puppies and kittens old enough for these adoption events and in those months. So definitely more demand for fosters in this time of year. As far as volunteering itself, and we utilize volunteers in a number of ways based on their skill levels and what they're comfortable doing. To become a volunteer, you have to be at least 12 years old. And if you're 12 to 15, you are going to have to be supervised at all times by a parent or legal guardian while you're volunteering at the shelter. 16 and up, you can be unattended at the shelter, but if you're a minor, you still have to have parental consent. As far as fosters, same thing, you have to be at least 18. We recommend that you clear everything if you rent with your landlord. Talk to your vet about your private personal animals, make sure they're current and can handle strange animals coming into the home. But that's basically it. You'll have to attend an orientation, which we hold the third Saturday of every month, so April orientation will be the 15th. Volunteers is 10 a.m. and fosters is 2 p.m. The easiest, most basic way to prevent unwanted litters is to have your pets spayed and neutered, of course. There are some options in this area for a reduced cost. That seems to be a big obstacle for some people, but there are options available, and that's some information we can give you if you want to call up to the shelter. We can kind of direct you. The other thing is if your animals aren't spayed and neutered and you don't want to for whatever reason, during that time period when the hormones are kicking in, just to make sure you keep them confined, because your normally well-behaved pet is going to act totally different when the hormones kick in. Not to mention, they may be, if it's a female, they may be attracting males from all over, can lead to fights, then you've got injured animals on top of everything else. So spay and neuter is definitely the simplest, best, and it has so many other benefits for your pet, health and behavior related. In addition to spaying and neutering your pets, we also encourage you to get your pet's license with the county as is required when they're 4 months of age or older. To do that, you have to have a current rabies vaccination, show proof of that. So not only is that our way of ensuring that the community pets are protected against rabies and have their valid vaccinations, but it also has another means, if we have that information, to possibly reunite you with your pet should it become lost. The advantage to the spay and neuter there is this license fee is discounted for pets that are spayed and neutered.